Mercury Laboratories.
Welcome back. Last time, 4 test subjects took on the second stage, and all 4 of them passed. Let's see how the other 5 would do. Alright, now first up today is test subject 8.0. Let's see how he does on the second stage.
Initiate.
When he's off, and he starts to make his way across the pillar attack. Taking his time, make sure he keeps his balance. He knocks off the bone, and he makes his way back, and now onto the crawl space. He gets across very easily. The wind assists him with the paper. Now I get to the quiz time. His question is, what is 3 before S? It's taking some time to think about it. He answers P, and it is correct. Now he makes the jump and gets over the hurdle easily. Onto the executioner 3. He jumps and grabs on very easily. Makes his way to the other side, grabs the second bar. Now he starts swinging to make sure he can make that jump. He jumps and oh, he is short. And now he goes and rushes. And oh, he misses the button, but he makes it back in time to hit it, and he will be moving on to the third stage. So with the very interesting end there, but 8.0 will be moving on to stage 3. Alright, now here is test subject number 22, and he is now ready to take on the second stage. Let's see how he does.
3, 2, 1. Initiate.
And the clock starts, and he's off onto the pillar attack. Oh, almost loses his balance for a second there, but he is doing just fine. Gains his composure, knocks down the bone, and now he makes his way back across without falling and hurting himself. And now onto the crawl space, and uses his hands to block the paper from hitting his face. Now onto quiz time. His question is, what comes 2 before H? He takes a moment to think about it. He answers F, and it is correct. Now onto the hurdle. Gets over just fine, and now onto the executioner 3, and he gets ready, and oh, and I guess he didn't like that run. He's going to try to run again, and he jumps, and he grabs onto the bar, and wildly starts swinging while making his way across, makes the transition, and now he starts pumping up those legs, getting a lot of arc in that swing. He jumps, and he makes it, and now around the corner, and in a diving effort, he hits the button and will be moving on to the third stage as well. Very impressive run by 22. Alright, now here is test subject 91. Let's see how he'll do on the second stage.
2, 1. Initiate.
Clock starts, and he's making his way over to the pillar attack. He gets up just fine, and oh, starts to lose his balance a little bit. He recovers, he gets the bone down, now makes his way across over to the crawl space. He gets under just fine. Now he gets over to quiz time, and his question is, what comes 3 before D? He answers B, and that is incorrect. The correct answer is A. So he takes a 10-second penalty. Now he has to make his way over to the hurdle. Gets over it just fine. Onto the executioner, makes the jump, and he grabs on, and he seems to be struggling, and oh, and makes a desperate attempt to jump, doesn't make it in time, another 10-second penalty, but still has enough time on the clock to make it to the third stage. Test subject number 91 is moving on. And now here is test subject number 8, who is still feeling under the weather. Will that hurt her here?
Initiate.
She makes her way across to the pillar attack. Almost loses her balance for a second. Gets on second pillar, knocks down the bone just fine, but gets her way down. Taking a different way to get across, and goes underneath the crawl space just fine. Now on to quiz time. The question is, what comes 3 before X? And she seems to be drawing a blank. She's thinking about it. She guesses T, and that is incorrect. Her answer is U, and oh no, unfortunately it appears that she may have forgotten that she was supposed to jump there, and so she's taken 2 penalties right there. And then she makes it, oh, that's a 3rd penalty right there, and she knows she doesn't have enough time now to finish the executioner, because she would still have to go across, and unfortunately test subject number 8 has timed out and will not be moving on to the third stage. And now last but certainly not least for the second stage is test subject number 3. Let's see how he'll do.
1. Initiate.
And he gets onto the pillar attack and starts to, looks like he's wobbling a little, but holding his balance long enough to get the bone down. Now he makes his way across the crawl space, no problem. Now on to quiz time. This question is, what comes 2 before N? Takes a brief pause and answers L and is correct. And oh, he almost forgot about the extra jump off the beam, and there he goes. He jumps, stumbles a little, but he still made the gap. Gets over the hurdle just fine. Down to the executioner. He jumps, grabs onto the bar, shuffles his way across. Makes the transition. He starts building up his momentum. And oh, so close, his hand fell out of bounds. But fortunately, he still has enough time, and test subject number 3 will also be moving on to the 3rd stage. And so, we've had 9 test subjects take on the 2nd stage, and 8 of them passed. How will they do in the brand new 3rd stage, which is even harder than last time? Next time, the test subjects take on the new 3rd stage. Will any of them have what it takes to take on its new terrors? Tune in next time to find out.